All right, round 2. Sorry about that. My camera cuts out after a certain amount of minutes. I got to get in here and figure out a different timing style, but we'll just call this second part of Witch's Castle. So we're pretty close. I know we are. I mean, I can definitely tell. But if you guys look over here, they've got all these different waterfalls that are just so beautiful up here, and it's just so relaxing. I mean, you just got to be really careful when you come up here, especially hiking alone. You want to really watch your step and make sure that you have your batteries charged up on your phone or anything like that. A lot of people like to come out in Oregon and hike, and they're not from here. They don't realize the elements can change so fast in a matter of minutes that it's very important to be prepared just in case, you know. There's usually a good amount of people up here. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Oh, hi there. See, we got all kinds of beautiful doggies and people hiking and running. Hello. I think I see it from here. So we're getting close, guys. Hello. All right. Let's kick it in gear here and get up here. I'm pretty sure I can see the little monument of where it stands. So let's check it out. And I'm hoping that I'm doing a better job on making it to where this camera is not so shaky. This ground level's not as high up as those last hikes that I took you guys on, so if you guys can see though, we're definitely surrounded by beautiful Oregon wilderness. So I feel like Camo Dave when I do these hikes. I don't know, man. Sorry, it's been a minute since I've done that. Well, looks like they're doing some kind of renovation here. Don't tell me they... Oh, I see. They just put in a new bridge, it looks like. So, I'll get up here a little bit further so you guys can see how impressive these trees are that have fallen. And they just fall straight down. Those things are 200-300 feet apiece. That's crazy. Everybody's out getting their exercise or just enjoying nature. I love it. Hello. Hello. Please use caution. Temporary decking. Construction underway. All right. This is pretty cool though. This is new. This is new since I've been up here. Brand new walk bridge. It's cool. Wow, this is beautiful right here. Definitely. So yeah, if you guys haven't been up here in a while, this is brand new. This is all here, I say, within the last probably 6 months to a year, because last time I was here was been then. And all this wasn't here, so really cool, the city of Portland to put this in and keep more people coming up here to enjoy it. How you guys doing? Get some good ones, huh? Nice. Have a good day. Oh yeah, they put this little walkway in too, so you can basically just come right down here, and you gotta be careful not to slip. Basically get right up next to the water, and just love that sound too. It's so relaxing. All right guys, let's keep on keeping on up here and see if we can find this Witch's Castle. I was hoping to get this all in one, but see, all this railing's new too. This wasn't here when I was up here last, so they've done a lot of work, and as you can see, it needed it because with the Oregon weather, it weathers things so much here that it kind of looks cool, you know, that it's that it's aged and weathered, but after a while it basically gives away from what it's supposed to, you know, the structural, what it's supposed to do. So here's some of the pieces that they took off, you can see. So I can tell that we're getting close because I'm getting a little bit more familiar with my stomping grounds here. But as you can see, this creek runs all the way through Forest Park. And like I said, the city, I mean, this is only a 10-minute hike in, maybe 15-minute hike in from Northwest Portland. The entrance is on, it's like 25th, and I took 26th and Thurman. So if you ever come up to Portland and you're in Northwest, you know, if you want to get out and basically be right in the outdoors feel, this is it. This is one of the nicer hikes, I think. And I brought some water, so I'm pretty much gonna get up here and take a rest, have a drink of water, and just enjoy the scenery and the sounds. As you guys can tell, I mean, it's just so quiet and beautiful up here, man. It's really nice to get away. I just love how this stream comes all the way through here as you're hiking. So over the years, this story and these myths have come to the legends of, you know, the story that I told you before, but that's been twisted into 4 or 5 different stories where, you know, the murder actually took place in the house, where he shot Mortimer. There's also been a rumor that, well, in the 30s or 40s, Portland took it over for their bathrooms for the parks and recreation, so that if you were on a hike up here, you could enjoy it. They bequeathed it in the early 30s because no one basically wanted the property, and the paperwork on it had been so old that the city of Portland just took it over because no one was maintaining it. It got burnt in a fire fairly shortly after, which it had a roof structure, and with the fire happening, it burned it. So the city of Portland never really got around to putting a roof on it, and they couldn't really keep it, you know, closed and shut with no roof. People would get inside of it and, you know, whatever. Through the 80s, a lot of people would come up here and spray paint on it, or hike up here in the middle of the night and have kegers, because really, you know, none of these trails were flourished. You know, they were not as cut back and made trail as they are now. So a lot of high school kids would come up here and bring kegs and stuff and enjoy their time. Kind of cool hanging out in like a haunted place. So once you guys see what I'm talking about, wow, look at this tree recently fell, and you can tell that it split like a toothpick when it hit. Wow, that's impressive. So I always think it's funny too when people say, oh yeah, it's just right up there, or all you have to do is just go, where's the nearest gas station? Oh, it's just right down the block. And like 12 blocks later you're there. So it really isn't that far. I'm just hoping to get up there before you guys get bored of just hearing me talk, and I just figured I'd let you guys in on the scenery as I'm doing this too. So here it is, another hidden gem of Portland, Forest Park. It's not so much hidden. A lot of people that are from here come up here all the time. It's just if you're not from here and don't know about this place, it's definitely, I think it's a hidden gem. Anybody that likes to hike and get out of the city and get into wilderness, I mean, this is pretty much as good as it gets, if you ask me. So a lot of people jog up this. This is pretty impressive that people jog. Wow, look at this. Look at this stump. It's crazy. It's been here so long, it's actually starting to petrify almost, the top part. It's kind of cool. All right. Gosh, I didn't remember it being up this far, to be honest, you guys. Hopefully I didn't pass it. I don't think I passed it because the structure is actually pretty big. When I first saw that new bridge, I got worried and thought, well, maybe the city finally came in and decided to knock it down. But that wasn't the case. I thought it was going to be right there at the trail, so I guess not. But I feel like we're getting close because we've been hiking now for a minute. And like I said, I really hope this camera isn't shaky and you guys are able to see all these cool sights without it being too shaky. Okay, here comes another trestle bridge. Man, I thought it was closer than this. I guess on my other two hikes I said the same thing. What do we got here? This is Portland's heritage tree, Douglas fir, designated by Portland City Council 1997. Look at this guy. It's just beautiful. So yeah, there you go, historic trees, there you go. That's cool. And then this tree right here fell all the way across the main walk path. It's kind of cool. Kind of dangerous too, man. Be careful walking up here, and all of a sudden one of these trees decide they're gonna come down. Like in my backyard that day, that was pretty wild. So if you guys can see, this tree literally went under the main walkway. Pretty cool. Okay. But yeah, I'm excited to see this witch's castle. Like I told you guys, this story had been twisted through the years. But a lot of people also said that they have come up here and stayed and seen ghosts and all kinds of stories that are twisted around. But they all kind of come back to the original story of the guy that designed it, and then he ran off with his daughter Anna, and when he came back to Portland, he was pretty well upset about it. So, you know, he murdered the man, and he was the first person to get executed in Oregon. So that's kind of a creepy thing, especially to think about. You know, this guy designed this thing, and so we're getting close. Oh, here we go. We are at basically the entrance to this. And I think the last time I was here, so this is like the spooky witch's house, you guys, quote unquote. Kind of a, well, not kind of, it's a historic landmark. It's been here for a long time. And it's just got such a cool old school castle-esque feel to it, especially with these really cool doors. And looks like this tree basically fell directly in the walkway, which if you look at it, to me that is creepy, because look at that, it looks like two eyes and a long witch's nose. Now that is creepy. I gotta get that is just too funny. So let's get a shot of me standing right here. Portland's Witch's Castle, guys. Super cool. I'm going to try and pan back out on this camera so you guys can get a full shot. But thank you so much for walking and hiking with me up here today, you guys. This is really cool, and I wanted to, you know, show you guys this. It's been here forever, so it's definitely a landmark here in Portland. But let's pull the camera back out so you can get a better look. So yeah, you can tell where the top piece, that's where the roof would have been connected, where they put that bar in place, because a lot of people basically try and climb up there to get the photo op, you know. But let's see if we can get a little bit closer and go inside here and check it out. Kind of eerie in here, I'll tell you that much. Wow, you can tell there's been like, if you guys can see, there's been like some candles and stuff lit. Really creepy in here. There's like a demon thing written on the wall. Wow. Yeah, I would definitely not come in here by myself at night, especially this little spot. So cool. Let's go up these stairs and get a shot looking down, shall we? So yeah, I mean, this is just super impressive. I mean, this thing's been here forever. I mean, you can tell just by the way the rock formation on it is, how things were built. You know, everything's wood and pressboard now. So imagine this being someone's home at one point. Kind of spooky to think about, especially out in the middle of nowhere with no other houses or anything, you know. One thing I love the most is this doorway, and I'm going to stand right here in this doorway so that you guys a good shot, because this to me is impressive. And this is actually called the head cornerstone, and none of these stones would actually be able to stay if it wasn't for this little top piece that kind of holds everything in. So pretty impressive, man. Definitely. As you can see, this was an older, like, you know, this would have been like an older lookout window, and maybe that would have been as one as well if you were up top. But you guys can see, if you look out the window, that's what your view would have been. Pretty interesting, to say the least. Here's another little section cut out. And I just thought that was so creepy that this tree happened to fall